Well, viewers, another day for Focus on Tourism, and today we are going to have an interesting conversation. What we do here is we talk about anything tourism, anything that brings tourists or individuals into our country, our beautiful country, Ghana. And today we are going to have a topic that we have never treated before, and you'll be happy to listen to us, learn, and also see how you can be part of it. Beyond that, we are also going to look at what my panelists are planning to do in this area that we are going to talk about. So we'll be right back after this short break, and we will delve into our topic as we introduce our panelists. So don't go anywhere, just be on the lookout, hang around, and we'll be right back in a jiffy.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024-306-8558, 024-306-8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030-231-8932, 030-231-8932.
Welcome, viewers. This is Focus on Tourism, and you are with your regular host Emmanuel Frimpong. And today I have two guests with me, and we are going to delve into an interesting topic: herbal medicine. You've heard about medical tourism, but do you know that herbal medicine is part of medical tourism? And in Africa, herbal tourism is also gradually gaining roots. And to help us to discuss this important topic, I have with me Mr. Arnold Patrick. Arnold is a herbalist, a young herbalist. You know, in the past, when you hear about herbalist, you are thinking of some old man, old woman in a village. But now the trend is changing. With him is Nana ADJOA, ENYINFUAA, who is a queen mother and herself also a herbalist, and they got it from their great grandfather and has passed on to them. So we are going to look at it, how tourism can benefit from herbal medicine, and then also at the tail end we will get into what they are planning to do as far as herbal medicine is concerned. So Nana and Patrick, I welcome you to Focus on Tourism. Now I'm going to start with you, Nana. I want you to tell us about who you are and then how you got into herbal medicine, briefly.
Thank you for this opportunity, and to your viewers, God bless them for always having time to watch what you are doing, because we need more of this advocacy, and what CH Tourism TV is doing is beautiful with regards to medical tourism. And I'm the ENYINFUAA the third, like you rightly said, a queen mother of a Confused Soldier. I'm the founder and CEO of ENYINFUAA Foundation.
Okay.
And over the years, my foundation has focused on projecting African heritage.
Okay.
And I do women empowerment and cultural promotion as well. And so with this herbal thing, I live among herbalists.
Okay.
So my grandfather used to be, I personally am not a herbalist, but my grandfather used to be, and now my brother is also going into herbal medicine. The reason why we are here today is that we are doing a program called African 100 Notable Herbal Heroes.
Right.
And my foundation and my company is really involved because I'm the project lead for this program. Okay. And I think this is the right place to be, because people are coming from other African countries, some from South Africa, some from Nigeria, and today being here, you see, herbal medicine is something people don't really pay attention to. Yes, and kind of that aspect of our health is dying, and few people are taking it up on. And you see, in the past, the herbal doctors that I used to know, now like their company is nowhere to be found, because most of them use their name for their brand, and immediately your name is associated with brand, it's going to be difficult for you to go up there.
Right.
Because maybe someone hits you, maybe you have a family history where the person doesn't like your company.
Right.
So like there's no way like they will, if you die, it dies with you, because it's more or less like sole proprietorship.
Right.
Right. Instead of making it as a business where even if you die, the generation continues or someone can take over. No, most of them use their name, and immediately they die, nobody wants to continue. So the idea behind this project is to make sure we are bringing these herbal people who have been working over behind the scenes, changing life, impacting life through herbal medicine, to honor them.
Okay.
For their good work.
Okay.
And not only that, to bring people that will advise them, educate them on some of the things like emotional intelligence and a lot more. But then I don't want to, because there are more questions that will be coming. So this is the preview of what the program is all about.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nana. So let me get to you, Patrick. Patrick, tell us about yourself. How did you get into herbal medicine? Okay. You are a young man.
As you say, my name is ANOLD Patrick here.
Okay.
From a Confucio group, but I stay at Yena Kotoba.
Okay.
Yeah, as normally they say, when a young person venture into that business, it's so hard. Yeah. I started this not long time ago.
Okay.
But I was with my grandfather, as they say.
Okay.
And he taught me a lot of about herbs.
Okay.
So I know a lot of herbs.
Okay.
And as a young person, when you started doing this job, a lot of people are like, how can you just young person start with this thing? But most of the time, the product a young person may be having is bigger, but they always want to see a person with a grown or with a white hair before they believe in the medicine.
Right.
But that's for a lot. When you start it, the product will talk about itself. It's no more of talking, it's about the product.
Okay.
Yeah. When you take the product, you know that, this is indeed a product.
Okay. Now, and this goes to the two of you, any of you can answer. When we talk about herbal medicine, usually the general idea is that, like you mentioned, it has to be in the village, it has to be some old woman or man, it has to be the person is invoking some strange spirits, and to the extent that some Christians, some believers don't even think that their family should use herbal medicine. They shouldn't use herbs for healing and anything. What do you say about that? Yeah,
actually, we don't get the understanding. The thing is herbs.
Okay.
And in the olden days, people with the herbs are only doing that strange things, that preparation, that concoction. And there were no anything research into it.
Right.
But now when we talk of herb, a white man who made the autos also used herbs to create it. Yeah, because if you see paracetamol, it's only come from cassava.
Okay. From cassava?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It's a powder thing that they add a lot of things into it, and it makes it. And when we the herbs, you take up a certain medicine or herbal, they are making it as it's associated with that gods.
Okay.
And olden people, they used to associate with goddess. Unless a goddess show you something. Yeah. So I'm a Christian, so I hate herbs.
Okay.
But normally, God created the herbs to heal us.
Yes.
God created the herbs just to heal us and nothing else. So the same herbs that the white man is using, the same the Africans are using. And they are associated with goddess and stuff.
Okay.
But for now, God has made the knowledge too much. So many people they are Christian. Yes, they are buying into that. It's not herbs. That is goddess, but it's our mindset that was going to that way.
Okay. Nana, anything to add to it?
So I have few to add. You see, I learned even the medicine that they were using for malaria at some points, because the malaria virus is used that medicine before. It wasn't healing people. So now someone from China developed something, the medicine's name is anti-something, I can't remember. But he derived the medicine from plants. And that was the World Health agreed, and that's what they are using for malaria. So we might think, okay, malaria medicine is not herbal, but then it's the anti-drug that is really killing the mosquito parasites is from herbal medicine.
Okay.
You know, and I learned even when the United Kingdom, Prince Charles, when he got sick, he said he doesn't need the orthodox. Now he wants to also use the herbal.
Okay.
So like you see, people, me myself, recently I received, like I said before the interview, I received people from the US.
Right.
They came to do research about natural birth. To be honest, I will sit anywhere, anytime to say that if I'm to be pregnant ever again, I wouldn't go to the hospital. I would prefer to give birth in the house.
Okay.
Because my mom had, as we are 9, all in the house.
Wow.
And there was no knife or anything. You go to the hospital, like, to give birth, by the time you come home, you are cut like 50. You see, I prefer to give birth in the house.
Okay.
Because the natural way is best.
Okay.
My mom, if you see her, you won't think she's the one who gave birth to 9 children. She's still strong
Right.
and up and doing. But you give birth and they will do CS within, like, give birth to 2, you are done. You give birth, they cut you, like, you know, you are old already, you are young but you are old. You see, so that's the kind of perception we have. But me, I think it's time that we Africa, nobody can promote. When the people came to do the documentary, I was interviewed and I told them nobody can make African great, because if US has not projected US to be US, if UK has not projected UK to be UK, especially US that is the land of opportunities, who would like to go there? Me, I say it that it's US like how we see it on the internet. It's hard for them to show the bad things that are happening to us, but they only show the good ones. If they are to show something about Africa, it's about war, it's about this. But then there are a lot of things that is happening in Africa that is not being projected. And we Africans are not promoting ourselves enough for people to see that there's something good here. Because if someone is to travel from the US to come to Ghana, to come and learn about natural birth, to do a documentary, have a database and go to the US and you will use it there, why can't we use it here? Why don't we believe in it? So the lady who came has been able to help 4,000 women to give birth in the house naturally in the US, and she's the only person. And my auntie, she came to interview my auntie who has been doing this since in the 80s. She doesn't even have hand gloves. And what is the government doing about this?
Okay, so that's a point I was going to come to. That sometimes, is it not because some people see that the herbal medicine practitioners or herbalists, the orthodox way of one, going to the bush to plug the herbs or to uproot if it is on the ground or whichever forms that they use. Sometimes you have to go and pour libation. Sometimes you go with egg. There are some places that you have to go with chicken. Some places you have to go in the night. Some it has to be at dawn. This mystical way of doing all these things, and then you come and you have to do certain things. Is it not the reason people are not interested in herbal medicine?
Yeah, that is so. But you see, as it is started with this program, the research must be.
Okay.
You mean the person who started with that herb that is supposed to go and take it in the evening? It may not have anything as it is linked to that evening.
Okay.
Most of the time, maybe the sickness got in the evening and he went to there. You think every day it's supposed to be like that. But there's nothing connected to that evening matter. So that is supposed to do research.
Okay.
What will happen to this medicine that will cure this person? Not the night that why it was healing. God created the herbs for healing. If you took it in the morning, afternoon, evening, it will have the same medicinal purpose.
Okay.
You get it? The medicinal purpose is the one it's healing you. It's not by going there in the evening. So that's why we're supposed to do more research. As I know it's already said, we're supposed to do more research. We're supposed to project it. It's not like we project it. Know the reason why this herb is doing this thing. It's not the evening that why you're bringing it. That will heal you. So when you just bring it in the evening, you need to cut a goat before that. Then all the Christians will just accept themselves from it. I'm a Christian. You are now going to tell me to cut a goat before and Christian thought it's not like that. So now that research is coming. So that the herb will be bringing from the bush in the morning. And they will test. It will hit the same thing. In the evening, they will test. It will do the same thing. You don't supposed to cut a goat or sheep before it will heal. So when the research comes, African medicine will moving ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I'll add up to what you just said. Me coming from a background, someone who had seen what herbal medicine has done for people. My auntie is a traditional birth attendant. My grandfather used to be a herbalist. He didn't even used to take any money, you know. But you see, one thing that I would say is that people don't just, you can't just believe in anything that is being presented to you, okay? Because whatever the orthodox medicine does, there has been research, right? And they've been able to communicate that across groups, like across the globe, not just in Europe, but across Africa. There are people in Ghana who are doing orthodox medicine, right?
Yes.
Yes. So they went there to learn about orthodox medicine. The same way that what we have as herbal medicine, if we are to do research into it to prove and communicate it proper to people, not only in Ghana, but across Africa, across the world, they would also buy into it. Because if they know there's a proper research into the efficacy of the medicine, why not? Okay?
Yeah.
Like, I know a product that there are a lot of herbal medicine that everyone is buying. Me, I buy some. Like one way or the other, you can get the one for skin, you can get the one for malaria. Even when people are sick of malaria, they go and buy the herbal because they think that's what will help them heal faster. You see, so I think the only problem we have is research and change of mindset, right? Because before, our forefathers used to be traditionalists. They were worshiping God through the gods, and that was why they were doing it like that.
Right.
Okay, now things have changed. If you're a Christian and you go and plug any tree that you want, won't it help you to heal? So this is just a simple misconception. It has nothing to do with worshiping gods or anything. That's what our forefathers were doing. That is why the people that was left with, they continued. So if you're a Christian, you want to be a herbalist, you can go there. If you know the medicine, you can go there, the plant, you plug it and use it. Everybody does it. So this is just a myth. Let me say it's a myth. You see, but I think most of the responsibility lies with the upcoming herbal people, those who are in the herbal medicine. Okay, they need to let people believe in what they do. One of my concerns why this project we even want to do training is that, you see, a lot of farmers are now using the medicine that they use to spray their weeds, and these medicines goes into the plants that they are plugging. If they are not able to make sure that they are getting it from the right sources, imagine the kind of things people will be taking in. Exactly. So, you know, more research, more education, communication, publicity. I think people will start buying into the idea. Yeah, that's the least I can.
Well, more research, more education, more publicity, people will get to know, and people will get to know the herbs which God has given to us for our healing, for our strength and our ability. We'll be right back after a short break and continue the conversation. This is Focus on Tourism. Today we are looking into the impact of herbal medicine and how we can make revenue from it and also create job opportunities in the country. So we'll be right back.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024 306 8558, 024 306 8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030 231 8932, 030 231 8932.
Welcome back, viewers. This is Focus on Tourism. As I mentioned, today we are looking at the role of herbal medicine, or if you like, I call it herbal medical tourism, because I know people who have traveled from all over the world into the country for herbal purposes, and they've been healed. They have gone back totally different. So there can also be herbal medical tourism. And here with me today is Nana ADJOA ENYINFUAA the third, and then ANOLD Patrick, who are here sharing with me about their experiences and their involvement in herbal medicine. So Nana and Patrick, I think we've had some interesting conversation. Now let's look at how do we brand herbal medicine? How do we promote it? How do we educate people to look at it as not even alternative, but as a first call whenever people are not well? Because I know malaria, fever. When I was a child, I used to have jaundice, yellow thing on my eye, and my grandfather would give me herbs, and it vanished. I remember I had shingles, right? Anansi. And I was told if it goes round my body, I was going to die. And it was left in a small part within some few days. And I remember the things that, I still remember the things that he used. One of them was water from banana sack. And then you put it on a hot stone. And then some kind of mud. I mean, a number of, I still remember those things, right? And within days, I was healed. Okay, so I can attest to some of these things. But how do we market it? How do we promote it? How do we change people's misconception about it and get them to use it? Because medical doctors are even preferring that people will go to orthodox, will go to herbalists for some of these things. But some of us don't want to do it. So how do we promote it? How do we change misconception?
So great. That's a good question. You say marketing, branding, education. Yeah, it's a stakeholder's responsibility.
Right.
You know, it's a stakeholder's business.
Okay.
Whatever, whoever is in the medical practitioner may pay tax to the government. Yeah.
Okay.
So most of this, the herbalist is supposed to be educated first.
Okay.
And learn about this social media that has come.
Okay.
The best thing that you're supposed to do the social media, know how you brand it, know what even you say, advertising, not anything that you will just say. Yeah, most people are calling them come, just cut a sheep, cut a goat. That is not the best thing. Yeah, and you know the authorities that has become great was supported by government, by organization, by a company, by an individual. Because a Ghanaian is sick and now he's traveling to abroad for healing. Why the herbs? There are many herbs, that can heal every sickness. The one who created us, what means God, knows the sickness that we are going to encounter in this world, and He brought herbs for it. So you don't need to travel far away before you get a herb or medicine for your illness. But since there's no one helping the organization, and even there are no better organization, let me put it in that way. And if a young person starts to do, you don't know what to go. The FDA approved, a lot of things you go through, you may sometimes reject it. Yeah, you don't know where you're going. And the education, there's no education. Where are you going? When you want to educate yourself about that helps you are having. Who is going to do research about it? Is your herbal not going to do a poison for people? Because some of the herbs contain poison. Maybe it's okay, let's test. Let's go to this research. But get here, go to research. Let's find what is in the medicine. So that you are not going to hurt yourself and hurt people.
So in a nutshell, for you, what you are saying is that we need to do research. We need to also educate. We need support.
A lot of support.
Okay. Nana, anything to add?
I think he has said it all, but then the least that I would add to it is that, you see, in Africa, like, we are not together as people, right? It's hard to see a Ghanaian supporting his brother. And that is one thing that is killing a lot of dreams.
Right.
Because, you know, there are a lot of herbal, look at ADJOA effects. I'm not supposed to mention, but then let me use that product as a case study. Look at the efficacy of that medicine and the things it can do. I think when COVID came, it was one of the best medicine. If COVID had really entered the country, we could have used. But then who is helping or talking about ADJOA? You know, but then when it comes to orthodox in the US or UK, wherever it's coming from, they are marketing it. The government are giving them funds to make sure they are producing in large quantities. They are promoting them in their media. They are helping them. So you see, like, just like my brother said, a lot of research needs to be done. If a product is being presented to you and you know it's really approved, you know, sometimes people don't even believe in the FDA because they feel like, well, maybe they took money to approve it.
Right.
But you see, from my research, FDA is in Africa, like Ghana FDA is one of the best food drug authorities.
Well done, FDA. Yes.
You see, so like they should keep up with the work to make sure a lot of efficacy research is done into most of the products that are coming out. If that is done, then people will buy into it. Just like my brother said, a lot of training. Most of these herbal doctors or herbalists don't really have much of education about what the world has become. They feel like, okay, if I sit home, people believe in me that I'll be best.
Yes.
But then no, people don't know what you can do. You only have to put yourself out there. So then now they need money to do all these things. So I think the project that we are doing, we are coming up with Sankofa Herbal Initiative.
Okay.
This initiative, the first focus is to support women in traditional birth attendance. You know, they don't even have hand gloves.
Wow.
That's how serious it is. So we need to gather them, train them, give them small kits that can help them with their work. And also the research fund, if a company or a herbal hospital has a product and he believes or they believe that this product is a good one, then if we have funds, we assist with the research into its efficacy. Not only that, also to support them in training, digital marketing training, traditional, emotional. You know, this project that we are doing, we are bringing someone, an expert in emotional intelligence that is going to also talk to them on the day, on the panel.
Okay.
So like, this is in the right place, but I think that's the least I will add.
Okay.
More research. The government need to make sure the regulations or the organization like TMPC, which is in charge of the government, they should seek for funds. They should have money to support the good ones that are trying their best, and also educate the ones that are not doing the right thing so that they will be at the right path. I believe with traditional medicine or herbal medicine, Ghana economy, it can boost it because look at, if we are bringing in about 1 billion products in the country and now we are not going for it and we are getting it here, would that money go to Europe?
It will stay here.
It will stay here. So we should make sure that we are promoting ourselves as people. Nobody will do that. That's anywhere I stand, I will say it. African can be great with Europe. African can be great with Africa. As nobody is coming. So we need to make sure that whatever that we are doing, either herbal medicine or anything, just like what you are doing, we need to make sure we are talking, because publicity is the new thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Publicity is a new thing. But let me ask this one. See, sometimes with herbal medicine, they give you, and I don't want to call it concoction, they give you the medicine, say, okay, boil it, do this, add this, and then take 1 cup in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, and nobody really knows whether the 1 cup is good for everybody and is supposed to be just morning or just afternoon. Should you even eat before you take it or take it before you eat? But if you look at the conventional medicine, everything is there. The prescription is there, everything is there, you see. But traditional one, nothing. Is that not a concern for or a reason a lot of people would not want to use a medical?
Nice one. Yeah, you see, as you see, by whatever you are fast means that we need more support.
Okay.
Because the man who just puts something on the or write something or it was research.
Yeah.
Somebody tested it better for the morning. When I got this afternoon, I was having this thing. All was on research, education, support. As Nana has already said, unless a big support for that, because the current state of the African traditional herbal people, how much do you have that you go on your own research?
Yeah.
Put on this is not good for women. For you could see that all African medicine, no woman can drink.
No, pregnant women.
Pregnant woman, I'm talking of the pregnant, no one can drink. Why? But some of them are good for pregnant women. But you can't give it to them. Why? Because there are no research. You're afraid. A pregnant woman drinks and he dies. You are dead. You see, so the more research, the more support. And as Dana said, the government.
Right.
I hope they are good governments. All of them are good. I don't want to do politics here. Let them support African herbs. Ghana herbs, because if we're supposed to just export or import 1 billion orthodox and we are having 500 here to 500 and the 500 will go back to Ghana economy.
People get job.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like that, the research, the African can't do research alone unless it's supported by the government.
Right.
So that this steps has come. You've been registered. What is it for? What can it be used for? You're not supposed to drink 1 cup. A child is not supposed to drink. A pregnant woman is not supposed to drink. Why? Because the research has been.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me also come in. You see, just like Patrick is saying, like the research thing, especially with the dosage, most of the ones that are being approved by FDA is on it.
Right.
Majority of them that is approved by FDA is on it. Most of the malaria ones is on it. But the ones that the person is just home and he's a herbalist, you go and they will give you. That's where the concoction comes in. So I suggest that if you are watching or listening, you are into herbal medicine, you just don't have to continue doing the concoction. Make sure they are training that Traditional Medicine Practice Council are doing.
Okay.
Recently they did some at UCAS at Volta region, and I think the other ones that is coming up. When you hear of this training, please join. Even we, the research fund that we are working on, the initiative, we will be doing trainings as well into digital marketing, into this, into that. So anytime you hear of anything about training, join. Okay, because that's the only way. You can't continue giving concussion. Right? Yes. So that's where the problem is. So if it's being solved through training, research, and all, it's good. Yeah.
Wonderful. So we come back to research, training, education, and also support from government and international communities and organizations that can help. Viewers, we will go for a short commercial break. We are still on Focus on Tourism, and we are talking about herbal medicine, how we can leverage on it to get revenue, help youth unemployment, and to support communities. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024-306-8558, 024-306-8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030-231-8932, 030-231-8932.
Viewers, welcome back. We are still on Focus on Tourism, and today we are having an interesting conversation. We are talking about herbal medicine, how we can leverage on it to create job employment, help communities, and also to help youth unemployment. And I've been having a very beautiful conversation with Queen Mother Nana ADJOA and ANOLD Patrick. They've been sharing with us. But before we get into the other session, Nana, let me ask you. This goes back to the question that I was asking. That's why we are looking at how we are going to do training, or your organization is going to do training. Let's look at Patrick, who has been trained by his grandfather, who has passed on. And the grandfather taught him that if there is any particular sickness, this is the medicine you use, this is the amount you use, this is the number of days you are supposed to use it. Probably he's not told the person should eat or not eat before taking it. In fact, there are even some medicine that they will tell you that you don't have to go close to a woman. But as to why, they won't tell you. They will tell you if a woman is in her menses, the woman should not prepare the medicine for you, or food or anything. All those things are there. How do we train? How do we train somebody like Patrick with that mindset, which has been given by his grandfather, who was also taught by his grandfather, and who was taught by his grandfather? So they passed it on. Difficult for him to change his mind. How do we educate such ones?
Well, thank you so much for this question. But I think, just like I said, the world is evolving.
Yeah.
Okay. things that we used to do 10 years ago. Before, like me, as young as 25, there's no way they would have allowed me to sit on a stool.
Okay.
Right? Because I still menstruate. And
Right.
if you are menstruating, you can't go to close to the stool.
Right.
Right. Okay. So one thing I believe in is that since the world is evolving, there has to be a change of mindset. Okay. The one that you know, like, okay, this is the knowledge I have. This was what my grandfather gave me. There are times you have to open yourself up for different knowledge. So the only thing that would be best for me to convince Patrick is that you have a very big potential to make a lot of money in whatever knowledge you have as a herbal doctor. But then the only way you can do it is when the majority of the people buys into your product.
Okay.
Because if you want to keep up doing with what you know already, you would have the people, especially in the village, maybe 10 people would always come to you. But then if you open yourself up for training into your medicine or how it is, you open yourself up for a bigger market.
Right.
So the decision will lie with you as a person or as Patrick to decide, do I want to continue living the life of my grandfather, or I want to open myself up for a bigger opportunity where the product that I use for people, a research will be done into it to know its efficacy. Then a proper dosage will be given to it. That people, even not just in Ghana, because I know people who have a herbal product that they transport out of Ghana to other African countries, not just Africa, even Europe. The Africans who still need their medicine, the local one, then they will call you and then they send it across to them. So if you don't want to give yourself that opportunity, then I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. So if the people, if they know that this is an opportunity for you to allow yourself for your product to be researched into for a bigger market, and they said no, you can't force them. But I know if you are discussing this idea with some people, majority of them might buy into it. Because who don't want to live a better life?
Absolutely. Who does not want to live a better life? Now let's get into your program. Next week or two? Next week?
Next 2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks.
Yes.
28. 28, you have an important program that you're having that has to do with Africa Herbal Heroes. Tell us about it. Why this initiative and why do you want to do this?
Okay, so to be honest, yesterday, before I even go into why we did it, yesterday we went to a company, and this herbal company has been in existence for 500 years. 500
years.
Yes, and it has been a generation to generation to generation something herbal company. And like I was surprised that, okay, so you've been doing this for 500 years. Imagine the kind of knowledge they have about herbal medicine, but nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
You see, so like kind of I sat down, I was looking at what is there, and I'm like, wow. Then this thing that we are doing, which is African 100 Notable Herbal Heroes Conference and Award, is the right thing, because we want to train these people. And how do we do it? We need to start honoring those who have been doing it over the years. If people that are coming up know that, hey, the people that have been doing it over the years are being honored, then it will also empower them that no, what we have, the knowledge we have about African medicine, we don't have to let it die. We need to start having database into it, because with herbal medicine, Africans stand a chance to meet the Europe. Because if Europe is bringing 1 billion products, orthodox products in Ghana alone, imagine how many of the African countries they are taking it. And if Africans are believing in what we have as African herbal medicine, and we are using it and we are not bringing the orthodox, the economy would boom. People will get job. You know, like I know a herbal product that's like kind of the way people are buying it. You see, and a lot of people are making money because the distributors are buying, they are selling it, and they are making a lot of money. So there's a lot of opportunities in herbal medicine, just that we have not been able to tap it. That's why we are doing this program, to honor those who have been doing it, that they should keep up with it, to help train people who are in it and they don't have much knowledge about how to make it better. But I think my focus as a queen mother is protecting our culture, our heritage. That is the main reason why we are doing it. For promotion, because we have to make sure that this is what we have as Africans. Right. We need to take it to the world to see that yes, there are people in Africa who have been doing herbal medicine for 500 years and nobody knows. And also recently, like I said before the interview, that I received people from the US who are learning about natural birth. This is knowledge we have here. Right. So why don't we project it? And to be honest, I don't want to do politics, but then women that are, you know, there are people who will still give birth in the house, no matter what you do, in the villages. Me, I was born in the house, right? But there are people who are still giving birth in the house, but unfortunately for them, the women that are doing the TBAs don't have equipment.
Right.
And they are using their hands to do that. How safe is that? So I think the project focus is to also bring these women together after the program, the award, then we get funds to support them, and not only that, to be training the herbal doctors to help those that are into herbal medicine. If you have a good product and you think that if research is done into it, it can help, then the funds that we get from the African Herbal Initiative, we will be doing research fund training and a lot more. Yeah.
Great. Anything to add, Patrick?
So great. First, I'll thank you. You've been good. The line of questions is great.
Thank you.
And Nanaima, whatever she has planned is a good thing. Yeah, because it is dying. Even though some of them are rising, but again, most of them are dying because of this regulation, registration, and stuff. I hope that the government is hearing. That hearing government should listen to it, and whatever. The thing should be clear. You see, before you go to FDA, they will take you 20 years before they register for you.
Not all product though. If you have money, you pay.
If you don't have money, the product will not come out.
That's it.
Is that the reason why we see more of the aphrodisiac ones
coming out?
It's now
they can
everywhere.
They can
and they combine. I don't know how effective they are.
I don't know.
But anybody who has tried it, please
let us. There are some that are very effective. Yeah,
okay.
Some of them.
Okay, for the men.
We are not doing, so I wouldn't mention
names. Okay.
Yeah,
then Nana, when we finish, you show me the ones that are very effective. Okay. So viewers, I want to thank you for staying with us. As you always know, focus on tourism. We bring you the best. We bring you interesting conversations, and today has not been different. I've had Nana Hema with us, I've had Patrick with us, and they've given us insight into the role of herbal medicine in supporting the economy of Ghana, especially the medical tourism, as we are promoting medical tourism in Ghana as a hub in West Africa. And we've learned a lot. This is not the end of it. We will be back again and talk about how we are making headway with herbal medicine in Ghana. Thank you once again. This has been Focus on Tourism on CH Television, and we'll be back with another topic another time. Thank you.
Thank you.